Alright, today we'll be testing some 380 ACP through the Ruger LCP2 with the 2.75 inch barrel and the Glock 42 with the 3.25 inch barrel. I've got a brand new barrier here, heavy clothing barrier of 1 layer of denim, 1 layer of fleece, 2 layers of cotton t-shirt material. And again, we are going to go through brand new, newly made, newly melted, newly formed, homemade ballistic gel blocks. American Gunner 380 XTP rounds. That round, LCP2 round with the XTP made it to 15.5 inches in the gel. I'm going to try with the Glock and then dig it out. Alright, those were the XTP rounds. From this side you can see where the, actually top down you can maybe see it best, but that got to right down in there at about 15.5 inches is where that one is. And then the Glock round is right down in there at 14.5 inches with the XTPs. So we'll dig those guys out. There we go. Okay, there's one. And there's the other. So again, make sure we don't mix these guys up, but here's the XTPs. So one on the left is from the LCP2, one on the right is from Glock. We'll measure those back at home. Okay, when I was mixing up gel, these new blocks that I made, I had a little bit extra, and so I had to pour it into an extra container. I over-calculated how much I needed for the 2 molds I had. So this is kind of a short block, but it's fresh. I just pulled it out of the cooler. All right, we're going to try the American Gunners again in that fresh block of gel. Okay, real good wound channels on these. So here all the way to the right was that first one with the LCP2. You can see it swirling in there, and it's just into the second block. You can see it down in there. And the one, this track here next to it, again swirling in there, that's the Glock 42. That also went into the second block here. Let's turn that block over so we can get a little bit better sunlight in there to see where that one landed. So that one went quite a bit deeper. This is where the LCP landed. The Glock 42 landed down in there. As far as depth goes, well, let's see. Well, it made it all the way through the first block here, which is about, at the top there, it's about a little over 11 inches in that first block. And it got about 2 inches in the second. So the first shot was about 13 inches in total. 13 inches for the LCP2. And the Glock shot made it down in there too. Right at about 6 inches plus 11, but about 17 inches in there for the Glock shot. And we'll dig those guys out. Okay, the ones on the bottom here are from the second shot into that fresh gel block. LCP2, Glock 42, and up here, LCP2, Glock 42 with the Hornady American Gunner XTP rounds. So, welcome back from the range today. We were testing some more 380 ammo. I had the Hornady American Gunner. These are their, I guess, their standard XTP rounds. Not their high end, but obviously not a cheap round. As you can see here, these rounds are brass cased. There's the XTP bullet. It's a 6-pedal design. It's 90 grains, and these are standard pressure. The round performed quite well today, both in penetration and expansion. I mean, it expands what you expect for an XTP. Not huge expansion, but there is some expansion, and penetration was quite good. These 2 rounds here on the left were the LCP2s. As you saw, I shot 2 rounds of these each into those original taller, bigger blocks, and then I pulled out a fresh block of gel that was about 11 inches. I used one of the bigger blocks as a backstop, but I also shot these ones then through that fresh block of gel. And they performed quite well, what you expect from an XTP. The first one here, LCP2, as I'm weighing these up, we'll throw the max expansion pictures up there as well. So from the LCP2, the first one here, again, 90 grains, and it expanded to 0.41 inches, 0.42, and 0.44 at the max. The second LCP2, this one, also right there at 90 grains, expanded to 0.42, 0.44, and 0.46. As you can see on this one, we kind of had a little wing there that kind of stuck out on the one edge there. That one pedal kind of stuck out there and gave me a little more expansion on that one side. So, and then the Glocks did just as well too. The first Glock here was 0.45, 0.45, and 0.46 inches. A little bit of denim or gel stuck in there, so again, no weight loss on that. And then the second Glock round expanded to 0.42 inches, 0.42, and 0.43 inches. And again, we'll show you that one too. But they all do this little not huge expansion. You know, the pedals peel back, the lead gets exposed. This one has a little bit of cloth stuck on there still, but you know, they did pretty well. As far as penetration goes, the LCP2 rounds, they made it to made it to 15.5 inches and 13 inches, so that's an average of 14.25, 14.25 inches roughly. The Glocks made it to 14.5 and 17 inches, which averaged out to 15.75 inches. So again, basically 100% weight retention, minimal to moderate expansion, and good penetration, and that's through the heavy clothing barrier. So these XTP rounds did really well. Not a surprise. Anybody that's looked at XTP rounds in the past, if you watched the old Shooting the Bull 410 videos from about 10 years ago, his winners were XTP rounds. His overall winner was the Precision 1 XTP, and I went to their website and I looked at their website, and the Precision 1, the standard loading Precision 1, is loaded at rated at 925 feet per second, and they recommend you use the Plus P version for the Glock 42, and that's loaded at 975 feet per second, or at least that's what that's rated as. These American Gunners, these are right on the box. They are rated at, if you can see that there, these are rated at 1,000 feet per second. So I don't know if they're rated, these are loaded hotter than those Precision ones or not. All I can say is that they performed exceptionally well, given that, you know, they're not known for huge expansion. They expanded okay, and they all made it to that 12 to 18 inch depth. They did really well. I'm very pleased. Again, XTPs, they've got a solid, they show to be solid performers in the 380 platform. I think there's better choices in 9mm and 40 cal, etc. But at 380, from, you know, factory produced ammo, these XTP rounds still continue to perform. So go ahead, leave a comment below. Tell me if you liked it or hated it or what have you. And stay tuned. There was one more test that I got done. I'm sorry, this is Memorial Day weekend, and it's I'm a little late in getting my tests up here, or my results up here from this weekend, but one more coming, and another one I think you guys will like. So stay tuned for that. And then again, I got some other ideas coming. The weather up here is getting warmer, so when I go to the range, I'm probably not going to get as many tests in each time, just because again, those blocks can degrade in the heat pretty quick. So but we'll try to see what we can keep doing, and keep putting up, and keep sharing content. So stay tuned for the next one.